Ever feel like your student loans are like a gym membership? You signed up when you were 18 and now you can't get out of it no matter how much it hurts? Well, you're not alone. Today we're diving into a topic that's as hot as a jalapeno in the economic climate: student loan forgiveness. Recent changes are shaking up the scene, making it easier for people with disabling medical conditions to apply and retain loan forgiveness. Heck, they're even easing up on post-discharge income monitoring. But don't worry, we're here to help you navigate through this financial jungle. So buckle up and let's get started. Imagine getting a call and hearing, "Congratulations, your student loans have been forgiven." Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not entirely out of reach. Student loan forgiveness, you see, is a program designed to relieve borrowers of their educational debt under certain circumstances. It's like a get-out-of-debt-free card, but only for those who meet the criteria. Recently, there have been some exciting changes to this program. For instance, borrowers with disabling medical conditions can now apply for loan forgiveness more easily, thanks to an updated application process. The changes also include expanding avenues to forgiveness for those receiving Social Security disability benefits, allowing more medical providers to certify eligibility, and ending post-discharge income monitoring. But that's not all. The Department of Education is now automatically forgiving federal student loans for over 323,000 borrowers with total and permanent disabilities. No application, no documentation, just a simple cross-check with the Social Security Administration. And let's not forget the tax measure included in the stimulus package of March 2021, which makes forgiven student loans tax-free until January 1st, 2026. So it's not all doom and gloom. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not an oncoming train. Scene script. Applying for student loan forgiveness can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. But don't fret, we're here to guide you. Applying for student loan forgiveness isn't a one-size-fits-all process. It varies depending on the type of loan you have and your specific circumstances, but don't worry, we're going to break it down into digestible chunks. First off, it's crucial to understand the qualifications. For instance, if you're applying for forgiveness due to total and permanent disability, it's now easier with the Department of Education's updated application process. They've expanded avenues to forgiveness for those receiving Social Security disability benefits, and have broadened the range of medical providers who can certify eligibility. For public service workers, the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program forgives student debt after 10 years of qualifying payments. But there's a catch: it's not automatic. You need to apply and keep track of your payment progress. Next, let's talk about documentation. Like a detective gathering evidence, you need to collect all necessary paperwork. For disability discharge, medical certification is required. For public service forgiveness, you need proof of employment and payment history. Now, we've got our qualifications and documents in order. Let's move on to the application process itself. This is done through your loan servicer, the company that handles the billing and other services of your loan. They're also the ones to contact if you have any questions. But here's a pro tip: don't just apply and forget. Stay proactive. Keep yourself updated with changes in the program. The world of student loans is dynamic, with new regulations and opportunities constantly emerging. For instance, the Biden administration has already approved $10 billion in loan forgiveness under the Total and Permanent Disability Program, and is developing a new loan forgiveness program under the Higher Education Act. And remember, patience is key. It might take some time, but it's worth it. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Okay, that was a lot of information. Let's take a moment to catch our breath and recap. Firstly, we dove into the concept of student loan forgiveness, and how it's designed to alleviate the financial burden for borrowers. We learned that the U.S. Education Department is taking significant strides in this area, with a special focus on borrowers with disabling medical conditions. The updated student loan forgiveness application incorporates recent regulatory changes and expands access to student debt relief, making it easier for disabled borrowers to apply for, receive, and retain loan forgiveness. Next, we discussed how to apply for this relief. The process has become more streamlined, with the Department of Education cross-checking its database with the Social Security Administration to identify eligible borrowers. We also touched on President Biden's $10,000 student loan forgiveness plan, which could result in complete debt elimination for a third of borrowers. Finally, we highlighted the importance of staying informed and proactive in managing your student loans. This includes understanding the different avenues to forgiveness, like the Total and Permanent Disability Program or the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, and keeping track of regulatory changes that could impact your eligibility or the amount of debt that can be forgiven. Remember, the goal here is not just to reduce your student loan debt, but to create a healthier financial future. So take advantage of opportunities like loan forgiveness, but also consider using any extra money from lowered or eliminated student loan payments to bolster your savings or start investing. So that's student loan forgiveness in a nutshell. And remember, every step you take towards tackling your student loans is a step towards financial freedom. So keep going, you've got this.